Kaitlyn, you wanted your first dance to prove to yourself, to the judges, and to everyone watching Dancing with the Stars that you do deserve to be here. Do you feel like your dance did that?
I do. I think every dance I dance as best as hard as I can. I go in with the intention of, I want to be here. I've worked hard to be here. I want to show how hard I've worked. And every week I do that, not only for judges and everyone, but for myself. And I feel like I did that again tonight. Even when, like last week, for example, I knew it wasn't my best dance, but I knew it was probably one of the best I could have done. So that's all I'm looking for coming out of it is feeling good about myself.
Now, Derek said you could go all the way. Bruno said you have what it takes. But Carrie Ann was a bit, on the tougher side once again this week. What do you think it is? Why do you think she's a little bit tougher on you?
I would love to know. I've seen it before on other seasons or even other people. It's sometimes, I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's just a person's turn to be, I don't know, to have somebody be hard on them. I feel like it's been my turn for a couple times now from Carrie Ann. I wish I knew really what it was, because some of it, of course, I will agree with, and it's her opinion, but some to me isn't justified. And again, you can't argue somebody else's opinion because it's theirs. But yeah, I'm not really sure what it is.
Artem, what do you think?
I have a lot of opinion about this, but I think I'm going to stick to the one that I think will explain the most.
Yeah.
Is like, I feel like our journey on the show is like walking on the razor blade. Like if you step slightly to the left and you literally like, you out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It just feels like if you do an ounce of something off, or there's a little thing is missing, it becomes like a huge topic of the conversation. Mm-hmm. It's just like we like, I feel like you've been judged so like detailed on the little things that it's like she's not a bone dancer. I don't know why people have an idea of like, you like him this like another stage performer and like this crazy dancer that all of a sudden came to the Dancing with the Stars and like start busting moves, and it's not great enough. You know what I mean? Because we know how good you can be. Like, I think people need to like remember she's not dancer.
Mm-hmm. Right.
She danced before as like a younger person. Yeah, of course she did. So was quite a few people on the show.
Right.
Like, she's not the only one who has a dance experience, but I just remind you that how
the reason I stopped was because I wasn't good.
So to me, it's just kind of like, we know you're a good dancer, and it comes to the point where, okay, well, I don't know. I think it's I don't know, like there's the one thing about the lift situation again, even this time. Like the question was, can you do backflip by yourself? And if you would say yes, then it wouldn't be a lift.
Yeah.
Or she'd say like, honestly, no, I can't. So it means that the gymnasts come to this Dancing with the Stars and do the same move as Kaitlyn did in jive, and because she's a gymnast, she can do it by herself. It wouldn't be counted as a lift, but then for her, it would be counted as a lift. It's the same move. It just kind of like becomes, are we judging on like a body type and ability, or we're judging on just what move it
or
is?
Improvement or
I don't
dance
know.
or
I don't know. I was just a bit lost again. Like I was trying to find justification with certain things. And I guess me coming off as a professional ballroom dancer who've been doing this for decades, you know what I mean? I'm not like dance experience and other things. I'm like doing just this for decades, you know, for 2 decades at least that I could recall. I don't know, it's just like,
confusing.
Like it is a little bit tough for me to understand. I get it, it's someone's opinion, and you can't go against someone's opinion because how they feel is how they feel. It's not for you to correct, or it's not for you to feel the same. But I don't know, it's still hard for me to justify that. I don't know. Yeah. We really try, and this is another thing. Like, I think what people don't realize, we're trying really hard.
I know.
We're not like, and that's the one thing I think people are sort of misunderstanding. And some people say, give it harder choreography. I'm like, oh my God, if you're going to give it harder choreography, you literally pass out.
I would go home also.
Like, you should notice, like, after the dances we do, we are out of breath. We're like cannot breathe. I am out of breath.
It's the hardest thing I've done in a long time.
So it's kind of, how much harder do we need to do?
Right.
Going into next week, are you guys going to change anything? What is there anything you can change?
I'm like, I feel like that's
We're
kind of a
kind of lost,
question
really.
for
Okay.
the choreographer,
I
but
think it's also a question for the judges, honestly.
yeah, it's
I don't
hard
know.
because I think we kind of got to a point last week where we're like, who are we doing this for? Why? We like tried to dig deep into like what this is for us.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we'll take into next week. Let's do what we feel so good doing. Let's do what you love to choreograph, what I feel good doing. Like, let's just focus on that and obviously take feedback as in like, we still feel like there could be a bit more. Okay, well, let's take that into consideration. But I think at the end of the day, we're going to go into next week. And I know Artem always choreographs for like, what will make us feel good. Like we're still improving, like we're still stepping it up every week, but something that we're going to feel like we are shining in.
It's tough. You know, there's always, I feel like there's always a goal and there's always like solution, there's always a reward. And I feel like literally for the past 3 weeks, like we've really tried very hard to get that like a grip of like, yeah guys, you broke, yeah, you did it. You did this, like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of like, here's the candy, in a sense.
Yeah, like a little treat.
If that makes sense. And I feel like we're just not getting it. Like we're literally not getting it. And it's hard because it's like you're constantly working hard for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you're not getting it. You're like, oh my God, what am I else gonna do to like get that
Acknowledgement.
Yeah, I think it's just we're gonna go into the next week like do exactly what we've been doing. Because honestly, I don't think there's really anything else we can do differently.